Hey there guys, Fave here, and it's story time. Yep, we're gonna go back into the time machine today, and we're gonna talk about a very old Roblox event. The usual, the normal, that's just the way it goes. I mean, what else can I really say, right? But before we can talk about any old, outdated event that nobody really cares about, we have to do today's challenge. And today's challenge is, if you are hearing Fave reading this, smash that like button. Also, I notice most of you aren't subscribed, so what are you doing? Go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell, and a brand new duck will be born. I mean, ducks are like quack quack. I mean, who doesn't like ducks, you know? But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into it. So, the 2010 egg hunt was the last event of its kind, okay? Because the first two egg hunts, 2008 and 2010, there was no egg hunt in 2009, were very unique for one reason, okay? So, in 2008, it was the very first egg hunt, and one day while people were in game, and I remember this, eggs just started falling from the sky in every game, and if you touched the egg, it went to your inventory. And then there was a blog post about it, and that was crazy. This isn't about the 2008 egg hunt, it's about the 2010 egg hunt, which was actually very controversial, because even though it started raining eggs from the sky during the summer of 2010, not during Easter, that's not the controversial part. Nobody's mad at eggs falling from the sky in every game, and people collected them. The fact is, if you didn't have Builders Club, also known as Roblox Premium now, you could only collect up to 3 eggs. Imagine being excited and finding a super rare egg, but you've already collected 3 eggs, so that's all you can do unless you give Roblox real money. So yeah, if you think Roblox is money hungry and greedy now, think about 2010. That's the same year they introduced Builders Club only games, which at the time was the most hated update of all time. But that's besides the point. I mean, old controversies are over a decade old, and the point of the fact is the 2010 egg hunt was the last egg hunt to have eggs falling from the sky in every game, because after that, the egg hunts would have games that specifically eggs would spawn in, rather than eggs falling from the sky in every game. And in 2010, for people to try to like finesse the system, they would create these games with big old funnels and stuff, so all the eggs could go to one place and they could collect them all. Now, all the different eggs had different rarities and difficulties, and as you can see by the title, this video is about Roblox deleted these limiteds, yes. So imagine you have an item, you spend thousands of Robux on it, and then it's not limited anymore, so basically you just wasted your Robux. I mean, I guess it's the equivalent of like buying a non-limited item, but it's still interesting to think that at one point these items were limited, but now they're not anymore. Now, most of the eggs from the 2010 egg hunt are limited to this day. In fact, if we take a look at Fave with 1A here, and yes, I always find a reason to talk about him. If we go to his inventory, we can actually see to this day, there's still 2010 eggs in here. The Xenos Egg of Paradox, the agonizingly ugly egg of Screen Splat, the Pow to the Moon egg, which was my favorite back in the day. I used to wear this one actually, and the fiery egg of egg testing. So most of the eggs from the 2010 egg hunt are limited, and there was actually a point where all of them, just about all of them, were limited. But as it turns out, they unlimited some of the eggs due to a glitch. So let's go ahead and talk about these eggs, right? So the first egg I'm going to talk about today is Dark Crimson Egg of Nemesis. And this is a rare, really cool looking egg. I mean, it's a red egg and it's really rare. A metaphysical manifestation of the spirit of 1x1x1x1 himself. You can almost hear Telemon's cackling laughter as this orb tears through entire levels, obliterating everything in its path. Yeah, so 1x1x1x1 is a famous Roblox myth, which I did a whole video investigating a couple years ago. You can check that out in the top right corner, but it's interesting to see Roblox acknowledging, like, you know, the whole thing in the description here. Now, what if I told you at one point that this egg was limited, but it's not limited anymore? And I have evidence to back up this claim. Okay. So first of all, let's jump to August 5th, 2010, before this was limited. You can see the item here, it's not limited yet. But then, if we fast forward the clock to 2011 when they made all the 2010 egg hunts limited, so this is what the egg looked like on April 29th, 2011. As you can see, it says collectible item, C99 private sellers. You see the limited tag here, and you can see people selling it for a few hundred Robux. I mean, imagine collecting an item in a game for free and being able to sell it for hundreds of Robux later. Which, by the way, hundreds of Robux is worth a lot more back in 2011. I mean, you could buy a classic fedora for like 1,000 Robux in this same era. But yeah, as you can see, this egg was limited, but as it turns out, they actually unmade it limited. So if we fast forward the clock here to July 14th, 2011, not even 3 months later, we could see that 551 people bought it while it was limited, but it's no longer a collectible item. The limited tag is gone and the description was updated. We will re-enable collectible status on this item after we have patched a bug affecting it. Thanks! Yeah, so, we're not entirely sure what the bug is, but according to some chatter at the time, apparently if you bought the egg, you would gain another egg or some weird crap like that. And apparently there was just a bug with this egg, and it says we will re-enable it later. But the weird thing is, if you look at this egg today, that line has been removed from the description, and this egg has never gone limited ever again to this day. So for a short period in 2011, this was limited, and now it is no more. Now to continue this theme of Roblox deleting limiteds, there's one more egg to talk about here, which is the golden Faberge Egg of Hivemind, which is an even rarer, harder to get egg. Now this looks like an egg that would spawn in Bee Swarm Simulator today, but considering that it was 2010, that game didn't even exist yet, so this was just a really rare egg. Now let me explain to you guys Faberge eggs. So you had the regular eggs, which were easier to get, and then you had the super rare eggs you had to be lucky or really patient to find, which were Faberge eggs. In fact, in my years of playing Roblox, I've never collected a Faberge egg, except for like the 2021, because you got that for collecting all the eggs. Now this one is super rare to find, and in fact there's a thread about how to collect all the 2010 eggs. Shout out to Yamsman12322123 for giving all the details about these eggs, which is very interesting. So you have the golden Faberge Egg of Hivemind. It says what it did: nothing, extremely rare, very low chance of spawning, an elite few people found it. How to obtain it? Touch it. Some people say that it cracked after it bounced and disappeared. Number collected, 593, but glitch occurred when it went limited in 2011 and it sold more. Chance of spawning, 5 out of 10,000. So this was the rarest egg in the 2010 egg hunt, and people would spend lots of Robux on it when it was limited, okay? So if we look here, we have a thread about golden egg, forgotten rare hat. Hey Roblox users, today I was checking some hats I had, and I noticed I had the golden Faberge Egg of Hivemind. Very rare. I bought it for 3,000 Robux one day when it went limited, and nowadays the description says we will re-enable selling when we fix a bug disabling it. And well, it's been almost 1 to 2 years, and still it isn't on sale. I want it to be limited, just saying. But anyway, thank you for your time. So yeah, as you can see, the description also said it would re-enable it. That line's been removed from the description. It's no longer limited, and it has never gone back limited to this day. So poor Nora K123 here spent 3,000 Robux on this egg, and now it's just gonna sit in her inventory forever, which is unfortunate. But it's very interesting to think that Roblox deleted these two limiteds from existence to never ever come back to Roblox ever again. And to go back to the first egg, the Dark Crimson Egg of Nemesis, if you want to know how rare that was, the Dark Crimson Egg of Nemesis, what it did: flew around, sometimes slow, sometimes fast. It fired rockets and created explosions. Imagine you're trying to collect an egg and it's firing rockets at you. You just go oof, just randomly as you're trying to collect the egg. How to obtain: avoid the rockets and explosions and touch it. You had to be quick, as the egg exploded into nothing if you got too close. So yeah, this was a hard egg to get, and only 1,900 people got it, while other eggs had tens of thousands of copies. Now, according to the creator of this thread, a glitch occurred when it went limited in 2011 and it sold more. So if we're to assume this guy is being accurate here, which this thread seems to be very knowledgeable and informative, I guess there was a glitch when it went limited and people were able to get more eggs or something. I don't know. It's really weird. Maybe like if people were wearing the hat in game and dropped it, they'd get it. I don't know. It's weird, but it's really cool to think about. So, yeah, that's the story of these two limiteds that were basically deleted from existence. And now, to this day, they're still not limited. I mean, you see the golden Faberge Egg of Hivemind, you see the Dark Crimson Egg of Nemesis, and both of them are not limited. The thing in the description is gone, and it doesn't look like it's going limited anytime soon, because Roblox doesn't seem to care about limiteds anymore at this time. So what do you guys think about these eggs? What do you guys think about Roblox deleting limiteds from existence? If you could delete a limited from existence, what would you delete? I would delete the Lord of the Magma, but that's another story for another day. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to Fave and Fave 2, my second channel. Follow me on Instagram at Fave here. Join my groups on Roblox, the Roblox Fave Fan Club, and Fave's Cave. Join my Discord server, discord.gg/Fave. And yeah, that's pretty much all I had to talk about today. And it's your boy Fave, and I am